As we look to the readings for the 13th Sunday in Ordinary Time, I think a framing thought actually comes from the collect of the Mass, wherein we cry out to God, Father, who chose us, who by the grace of adoption chose us to be children of light. Even as we look at the first reading from the book of Kings and the story of Elisha greeting the Shunammite woman and her husband, and them providing a place for him to rest his head. And even the promise that the next time that he sees her, the next year, she would be with child. Like that whole exchange is wrapped up, in this choice of God for us and the union of His chosen ones as His sons and daughters. Now, Elisha the prophet, nor any of the family that he meets, experienced the grace of adoption in the same way that we do. And so when we go to the gospel reading, wherein Jesus talks about, just receiving those who come in His name, whether prophet or even one of the little ones. It doesn't matter who it is, those who come in Jesus' name. What does it really mean to come in Jesus' name? Well, from a Christian standpoint, it's those united with Christ through baptism. Those who literally bear Christ by their lives, by their bodies, by their spirit and mind as well, their soul and body. So, there really is something of whoever receives you or whoever receives one of these in my name receives me. Literally, it is the grace of adoption by which the Father chooses us through the Son, uniting us with Him, that makes it real that receiving those in Jesus' name are actually, receiving Him Himself. I'm sorry, I just had a flashback. I remember when we were acting terribly as children, my mother would sometimes shame us by saying something like, that's Jesus in your brother, or something like that. And it was just the most horrific thing to hear when you were acting terribly. And you'd try to use your mind like, no, it's not. And you just, it's just a way of saying things. No, it's not. By the grace of adoption, those who have been baptized in Christ are literally bearing Him into the world wherever they go. So be sure to receive the prophets, and the little ones and everyone in between who shows up in your midst.